And that may be why he went extinct about 240,000 years ago. But Goliath left a legacy. It's a species that appeared around 200,000 years ago. We are that species. Homo sapiens, modern humans. Goliath is our father.
What the fossil evidence shows us now is that our ancestors were giants. They were creatures that were much bigger in their mass and stature than humans are today, all except the very rarest, the very biggest of all humans.
With Homo sapiens, humans have at last become physically modern, but our minds still lag behind. One more giant step remains in the journey from ape to man. On the southern coast of Africa, the trail of clues leads to a species spawned by Goliath, us. Modern humans have skills that separate us from every other species in the history of life. Here, in a place called Blombos Cave, archaeologist Christopher Henshelwood has found evidence of tremendous leaps forward in our mental development between 50 and 100,000 years ago. For the first time, we were making things that weren't absolutely necessary for survival. That's the very definition of modern human culture. Henshelwood is excavating clues about this mental revolution. It's some of the earliest evidence of modern humans organizing their living space.
Close to the front of the cave, over here, is where people were building their fireplaces.
This isn't random. Fire burning at the cave entrance keeps predators out.
And we can see along this wall, these dark marks indicate the charcoal from those fireplaces. They probably slept in the area behind over here.
They sleep in the most comfortable part of the cave.
Stone tools and the bone tools they were making would have been done over here.
They are refining their tools and weapons.
One of the most extraordinary items we find in the cave is this bone point. Very carefully produced, very carefully honed from a single piece of bone. This is a remarkable item.
Remarkable because these tools are far better than they need to be. Many creatures use tools, some even craft and shape them. But only modern humans have a sense of pride or beauty that drives their work. What caused such a dramatic break from the past? Answers may lie in the ocean at their doorstep.
Food is easily available, very close to the cave. Shellfish, fish.
Scientists have found that seafood powers a growing brain better than any other natural food.
This would have been relatively a paradise, if you like, a Garden of Eden. You're not spending your whole day, in other words, chasing animals across the landscape because you're desperate to eat. So you do have time to sit around the cave and ponder and work on your bone tool and perhaps polish it a bit more and to make a standard that is beyond what is required.
Easy access to food and water gave us spare time. Time to think and apply our brains to new problems. Henshelwood has found evidence of the first stirrings of the modern human mind. Shaped chunks of an iron pigment called ochre. Some of the pieces appear to have been scraped, as if to create a flat surface. Even more convincing are grooves on two of the pieces. The stones show a regular pattern, the result of a deliberate series of choices. patterns may be a message, an early use of symbols, or an ancient form of art. Whatever the case, they are something entirely new in the history of life. No other animals, including earlier models of humans, ever did this. Well over 50,000 years ago, the people of the cave organized their living space much as we do today. And what they made with an eye for beauty as much as function. About 750,000 years after our father Goliath left Africa, we left on the third Great Migration. Equipped with unprecedented brain power, some of us headed to Europe. Here, about 35,000 years ago, modern humans encountered another human species. It was Neanderthal, probably a descendant of Goliath, just like us.